Hello the internet and welcome back to the live stream. It is Saturday the 4th of January 2019. Today I will be live for 84 minutes. 84 minutes, folks. Let me just be clear. I don't think this stream will last that long. There is a lot of things at play right now. First of all, my internet is extremely slow, so you may be seeing buffering right about now. I'm perusing the stream on a separate machine, keeping an eye on things, but I tell you what, in all my tests at 40 megabits a second, half an hour before go live time, immediately I go to go live, I go to check, but always do a check beforehand. Bam! It wouldn't get past 2 megabits a second. Wow, why is that? Okay, well, I'll go and refresh and reset everything. Go ahead, reset my modem, thinking maybe the modem needs... I've been factory resetting this thing every single time I lose a speed connection. I just factory reset it, and that often triggers things back. I did that. I didn't see a change. Now I'm seeing red right here, folks. Is this stream even working? I see red on Wirecast. I see red going out. A red cross. That means nothing's going out. So I don't know even if we're live. I mean, I'm watching the stream on the secondary machine right here. I've got it here. I can see it up, but I feel like... I don't know, folks. I feel like this may not work. And there's also a point I want to make about that. And it's so freaking hot here right now. I am already sweating just sitting here. We're going to be live for 84 minutes. I don't like the chances. Are we live? It seems to be working. The stream looks good so far, Michael. Okay, interesting. I mean, if you guys are good to go, I'm going to ignore this red schmozzle in front of me. I'm going to keep delivering the stream. I'm going to keep sweating my ass off. I mean, look, folks, you know what I want to do here. I want to deliver good content, good quality content, particularly on a day of a giveaway. Like, this has to be good, clean, quality content, and it's letting me down. This internet, oh man, this heat. No buffering that I've seen. Good vision, good sound. Okay, Tim. Well, thank you very much for that. I will go ahead and read the chit chat here. I'm going to go back to the extreme top of the chit chat. Okay, so Tim asked, is this competition the giveaway? That is because Happy Canadian has won so many of my giveaways. In fact, I would say he's won nearly all of them, and he is in the winnings. He's in the competition here today. So I'm just saying it's never been a case of me changing the results. It's always been luck or randomness, right? That's the deal here. But yes, Happy Canadian is in the competition, and he does have every opportunity to win, just like anybody else does. Dear Lee, Crystal and I were having a chit-chat about the fire situation, and I'm going to touch on the... By the way, folks, the giveaway is going to take place, we'll cruise into the giveaway. If you're just here for the full-face snorkel mask giveaway, sit tight. That will happen, but there are some pressing issues that we need to deal with beforehand, and I'm getting to that. I'm watching that little red thing. I haven't seen a single green. I've seen red the whole time here. I am streaming to Restream, and I'm watching my Restream up there on top of the computer, and it is black. This is concerning, folks. Look at this. I am watching my Restream connection, and it is black. That tells me nothing's going out, right? That's not a good thing. If I see Restream says a black screen, this is not going anywhere, correct? Man, I hate live streaming. I'm just saying it. I hate it. I hate this technical crap. I want to deliver my content. That says black. It says still good here. Benny, we're not doing the giveaway until we get to it, dude. I am super... Why would that be black? Why would my Restream show a black screen if the... One skip and a couple of buffers so far, but that might just be me. Okay. Look at this sweat, folks. Look at this. I'm absolutely streaming with sweat right now. The only stream that's going on here is my sweat. This stream is messed. This stream is messed up. I'm sweating like a dog. I'd open this door. It's just terrible, right? We are in the midst of a crisis here in Australia. You know the situation. We got bushfires up the wazoo. I did want to talk about this look at this, watch this. Running down my face. How professional are we? So professional, we probably can't live stream in the summer in Australia. A, we've got lousy internet, and B, it's too freaking hot. I don't have air conditioning. Okay, Benny says it's working fine at his end. Keeps buffering just a bit, Jimmy. Okay. I want to go back up to the top of the chat and have the conversation. The conversation was about the bushfires. The bushfires that are plaguing this country right now, that are hindering nearly everything. Like, this area we live in is in an evacuation. This is what they call leave now. Well, actually, that was yesterday. Today, if you are still here, look at this freaking sweat. Oh my goodness. Can I just go and dab? I'm going to dab on the sweat for a second, folks. This is chronic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Am I seriously sitting here sweating my ass off to do a stream for you? Like, look, this is not what you want to see, right? This content is not what you want, is it? I don't want to do this. Look at this. Okay. The fire situation. We live in an area that residents that live here have been instructed to act out the fire plan. Keep vigilant, keep on board, keep on top of the situation, have your escape route, have your fire plan in place, which we do have here. I spent yesterday clearing out the gutters on the house, removing all dead debris, all dead leaves and whatnot, and this place is fire proof as best as we can. I want to show you a photo here, folks, which I did go up on the roof and take before this stream schmozzle began. Here is an image looking... Actually, there's a whole lot of things at play on this image. This is looking towards the west-south. So there's so much going on here, folks. First of all, this thing here is my 4G MIMO antenna, and you can see it's covered in crap. By the way, how is the signal? Are when the chat does that? Thanks, Wirecast. No reason for that to happen either. Look at that. It's stuck there. It's stuck there. It's stuck there on... I just got to do this, folks. I'm going to just refresh this page. This is awesome. Wirecast, you beautiful specimen. My chat's not refreshing. Well, I kind of expected that to not happen. I might even just remove it, right? There's no chat there. Now, if I bring it back, I'm actually going to change something here. I'm going to try something right now. Shut down when not live. Maybe that's the secret. That's the source. That's what we need. Let's do that. Nah. Awesome. Awesome. I fucking love streaming here. I love it. Nothing works. Anyway, back to this image, folks. This image showcases a few things. My signal, which is not working. It also showcases Stevan down below there, getting covered in soot and ash. But what we're looking at here is the roof of the house. This is the garage, and the roof. I'm basically sitting where my hideous head is basically ease, right? Well, that's not early morning. It's now 9:20. You see, that's the fire. That's the bushfire smoke. Now, if at this point, we've got a northeasterly blowing, so the wind is coming off the ocean, blowing across, effectively blowing that away from us. So while you can still see a lot of bushland right here in this gap, you see a lot of bushland. What you don't see is that's a lot of housing and a lot of streets, and where we are is quite far back from that. So if one's thinking selfishly, which you sort of have to do in a fire situation, we are pretty well safe here, unless the wind swaps from that northeasterly and starts blowing southeast. Southwest. Then we're in for an issue. The only issue I've got now is I can't read my freaking chat because it won't refresh. What the hell, Wirecast? Michael, okay, I'm gonna forget the on-screen chat. I'm gonna just talk to the chat that's up on the side of the screen here, because obviously this chat that's on screen isn't going to be working, right? This click. I feel like I want to just take the chat off, maybe just put something else in that page, like a Google search. Just pop that. If I pop Google there, and then get off there. Sometimes when I come back, it refreshes the chat. I don't really know why that happens. I'm just going to try it right now. I'll get off there and come back. I mean, has that fixed it? It looks like it might have. These are little technical glitches that I've experienced on this platform, Wirecast, repeatedly. And I think I've sort of sussed it, but meanwhile, oh my goodness, this is not what I want to do, folks. I tell you the truth. This is not what I want to do here. I do not want to deliver this content. This is not quality content. This is garbage. It buffering a bit for Jim Yamri. Eagle VP working fine here in the UK. Okay, Mindy says I see you fine. Okay. Hello all in the chit chat. Eagle VP, Benny Crawford. It's hectic. Now I wanted to show you also, if we go back to, I've got a video to run for you folks. This was, oh look, the chat's working. Yeah, the chat's working. Okay, we may be good. Touch wood, we may be good here to go, folks. We may be good. I've not seen any green on the stream here. All I've seen is red. So I don't know what magic juice restream is doing to be able to send this out effectively, but I'm seeing red, and red is bad. Red is extremely bad, folks. Red is as bad as my face right now, right? I'm completely look at this head. I'm boiling up here. It's unbelievable. The chat's working. Yeah, Beth Ronnie, welcome to the stream, Beth Ronnie. I'm surprised anybody's here, really, how garbage. New Year's Day. Was this New Year's Day or New Year's Eve? This was New Year's Eve. This is at a place called Kalala Bay. Now, I'll show you a map first. I'm going to show you the leave zone. Now, this here, I'm going to drag this across here, give you guys this page. This here is the leave zone. Now, what I was mentioning before about where we live, this is it. This is the area. You can't quite see it, unfortunately. Let's make this bigger. If we zoom in here, we zoom in there, I'll make that even bigger on the page. So what we've got here is a notification from the authorities for this area, leave zone Shoalhaven. Dangerous conditions for those in the area from Baril Lake north to Nowra. Now that's a space of about arguably close to 300 kilometers. That's the entire area leave. That was issued on Thursday the 2nd of January. It's now Saturday the 4th. The reason this was issued was because we've had hectic days already, as you know, but today has been forecasted to be the worst. So this is why they've evicted everybody. Now, they've evicted every tourist. I want to be clear about that. We're residents in this town, so we're allowed to stay, but every person that has no reason to be here has been told, get the hell out. The reason being, you become a resource amongst the rural fire service that can't deal with you right now. They're busy dealing with the fires. They don't want to deal with holidaymakers that are jacked up on the roads that can't move, right? They just want to get to the fire. They don't want to have to deal with people. So they've said, it says here, if you are holidaying, where's my mouse here? If you are holidaying in the Shoalhaven region, particularly in the areas identified on the map, you need to leave before Saturday. So this came out with enough time for you to get out. So everybody got out, practically. Every holidaymaker got out. This town is a dead town. Now, if Adrian Banks it's going to reopen, I think on Monday, but right now, complete ghost town. The place is dead. If you drag down here, this is what I want to show you. This area, right? This area that we're looking at, this little inset map here, I live right there. That's the town we live in, and that's the area of the town. So arguably, not even that bit. Let's go probably about in that little space there. So there's fires raging in this vicinity here. There's a fire out of control. Coanandra fire. There's a fire that is under control, which is here. That's the Forest Road fire. That is under control as of 3 p.m. yesterday. This one here, out of control as of 11 p.m. yesterday. And I haven't checked the latest update, which I will do after this stream. But that's the situation we find ourselves in. Now, I want to show you that video. And by the way, this town here, Culburra Beach, we are obviously coastal, so we are actually somewhat safe. In essence, they like I showed you that view across the roof, as long as that stays the way it is, we're good. If we start seeing hectic smoke and potential flame and the wind changes and comes this way, we are in trouble. But we do have the ocean right there, so we will flock to the ocean. And I do have bags of hard drives and crap ready to go. The one thing I won't bring is my internet. I'm going to let that freaking thing burn. I want to talk about that too. After we do the giveaway, I'll talk about the internet situation and what I'm going to do to rectify it, because there is a solution. And it's not NBN, I can tell you now. So let's have a quick look at this video. Now, where will I get this from? I'm going to grab that from... And let me know if you're still here in the chat, folks, because I understand, like I said, I am seeing red. I don't see any green. I fear this stream is fallen over itself, but I'm going to persist. So let's have a look here. I'm going to drag this little sucker across. I got a video here. It's shot on New Year's Day. I'm still here, Scribbles. Thanks, and Scribbles. Yeah, good to see you, man. Hallelujah, Scribbles. By the way, this isn't a vlog, so I'm in sunglasses. I never vlog in sunnies, but this is not meant for... This is just for the family, for my sake, and I ended up keeping it and showing it to you guys here. Issues plaguing ourselves right now. The first issue is clearly the one behind me. Major bushfire, major forest fire, major... Look at the sky, look at this sky going on. Hey, thanks, Mindy. Still coming in loud and clear. A buffer or two, but still going. Okay, thanks, Michael. Oddly enough, I've only dropped 23 frames outgoing from Wirecast, so whatever the special sauce that Restream is doing right now seems to be working. Benny, did you get a watertight tub for your hard drives? No, because all that area to go into Nowra, it's all shut down. So you can't leave. You can't leave here. You had to leave yesterday. If you're in this town now, you're not leaving. Everything's closed off. So I can't go anywhere, dude. But that was a good suggestion. Benny Crawford in the chat said, get a watertight tub for the hard drives. But that would mean, yeah, then I'd have to take them down to the beach and put them on the tub. But yeah, you can't leave this area. When he buffers, it's only like half a second. Okay, I wonder what Restream's doing. Yeah. Look at that, folks. Look at that behind me. That is the fire that burnt down nearly all of Lake Conjola. You saw that on the news. Lake Conjola, it's about 45 k's to the south. That's exactly where we're looking right there. Do I have a mouse on the screen? Yeah, right there. That's the fire of Lake Conjola, and it was heavy. An increasing amount of water, aka the incoming tide. I'm gonna sweat my head. Potentially gonna ruin our spot here. Look at this. Wow. Got set up here. And the tide is coming in slightly, ever so slowly, and almost touching the tent. To stay there, and it got close, but no cigar. Look at that behind us, though. Crikey. Yeah. The other issue is I only brought one homebrew. It's a big issue. Other beers, but and that does really, really hot here. We're in whoever this is for. It is extremely hot right now. Extremely hot. There's a radiant heat blasting off this bushfire, coming straight over here, giving weird sense of goosebumps. Yeah, that was really weird. Hot. Water temperature's fine. Just gotta keep an eye on this tide rising. Look at this. Yeah, that was hectic, folks. How you going, buddy? Good, how are you? Not too bad. Do that on repeat, but that's what I wanted to show you there, folks. That was very, very, very hectic. Yeah, and like I said, Lake Conjola got smashed. They got hammered, right? So I feel for that community. There was nothing we could do. Oddly enough, all of those crew that were in that town, like I said, got shipped. They got told to go to the beach, and you've seen the video. And unfortunately, here on YouTube, we can't play any of that content. Like on DLive, we were playing all the news reports, and we were making comments over it. Fair use, right? We were making it transformative. I don't even want to touch that crap on YouTube. If the content's not mine, I can't play it. So you guys can just do a searching later on. But if you wanted to see the gnarliest crap, go and look at the news reports for Lake Conjola, 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 Lake Conjola, and my goodness, you see dudes driving their vehicles into the lake, like arguably four-wheel drives, but they're driving them into the lake, and right next to them, the vehicle into the salt water, because it's brackish, it's come off the ocean, or leave it on land and watch it fucking explode and melt. Oh, you've seen all the melting, the alloy rims of car wheels just melting. It's very, 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 very hectic. Taser Urbex in the chit chat. Taser Urbex, I saw you before. Thank you, man. Michael said, what's the temperature and humidity in your area at the moment? We have 34 degrees Celsius. Now, there is a forecast that said 37, so thankfully we haven't quite hit the 37 mark, 34, but it's only 9:35 in the morning, so we could be getting up to that very hot temperature. It's mainly the wind that we're looking at that's bugging us. Humidity, I don't know what it is. It feels like 98. Man, then again, I'm wearing a silk shirt here, which is probably not the best. You need to... John C, hello everyone. Hello, John C, welcome to the chat. It's a concern, Scribbles. The ash landing on the glacier is going to make them melt faster than normal. Wow. Yeah, and New Zealand has... I saw that comment. Stop sending the smoke across our way. I saw that. The big plume of smoke that's gone to New Zealand. Not good. Folks, let's momentarily stop the fire conversation just to dump into the giveaway. And that'll give the winner a chance to jump in here if they do... So someone knows who won this mask, they let that person know potentially. That'll give them a chance during the rest of this stream to come back. I do want to tell you there is a solution for this internet issues, and we're going to talk about that after the giveaway. So we have the giveaway here, folks. This is the mask, personal copy. The company is Deep Blue Gear. They manufacture this, but they market it through Snorkel Mart, which is their retail outlet. Now they will be sending you your version of this mask. So this is not the one you're getting. Don't worry about me manhandling it. And this is my review copy. I also got sent a small, which I gave to Pockmorn Baxter. He went snorkeling with it right on that day where I showed you that video. We were snorkeling all around there, and he loved it. He's going to do a review on the Pockmorn channel as well. He doesn't have to, he just wants to. The snorkel content kind of rates kind of well, so he's kind of thinking, well, Uncle Benny gets views off snorkel masks. He always gives me a mask, so I'll do a review as well. That being said, they evacuated here yesterday like they were told to because they don't live here. Get out of town. Winner, and of course, the winner has to be in the chat to claim. It's going to be a random number here. How are we going to do this? We're going to do a random number generator from Curiosity. Let's put this down here. Let's go across to... I'm going to open up the spreadsheet here. I'll pop you guys back over here. So this is the spreadsheet, right? Now, can everybody still hear me and see me? Because like I said, I'm seeing red. I'm seeing the stream playing out here on a Wi-Fi connection, which looks good. But I tell you, man, I don't know what's going on because I've not seen anything good from my outgoing from Wirecast here. How many people joined the giveaway? Good question. I think it was 34 in totes. 34 crew, folks. Now, you may see your name in here. We've got... Let me just read them out. This is in case you are not sure if I put you in the spreadsheet. Well, I damn well did. Mindy says, I see you. Okay, cool. Benny Crawford. Hi, Jeff. The Wandering Ranger. G'day, Wandering Ranger. Tim Arskog. So if the winner is not in the chart, that's correct, Tim. If the winner does not come into the chat and say, that's me, then they forfeit and we redraw next week, like last time. So Geraldo dos Santos, Kim Dela Cruz, ex-Jocker Falsi the Legend, Northrop MJ, and this is in order of when you entered as well, folks. Michael, Benny Crawford, Scribbles, Aaron Schlomock, Chris Jansen, William Graham Jr., The Happy Canadian, Paul Rosie, Jilly Bean, Fidget J38-ish, Killer Ulful, The Beast, Francisco Galagos, Big Guy, Asko Crinny, Christox, Aero Gamer, Sleeping Snorklax, Tim R. Escog, It's Your Boy Moldy M, Dana Wheeler, Keish, Jimmy Yamri, Ruddy Erasmus, Ryan Miller Wifey, Edeldoro, J3N24, Juan Juarez, Keith Robertson, and then just this morning bumping in with a late entrance, Alejandro B. There you go, folks. I can't read the spreadsheet, for example. That's why I read it out, Michael. That's why I read that out, folks. So what happens if they're not there by the end of the stream? That's exactly what happened. Competition open, and we redraw it. So in effect, today you've got a 1 in 34 chance of winning, but if that winner doesn't smarten up, and if the person who entered didn't watch this stream, they can't have been too keen to win, is all I'm saying. Because I was very, very clear about if you enter this competition, you have to watch the stream on the 4th of January. I gave a month notice for that, and I've been promoting it in the daily vlogs and wherever I can. So if you have entered and you're not here, Tough tits, bad luck. You have to be here. Let's do a draw. I've got Siri right here in front of me. So you'll see this is random. 34. Hey Siri, random number between 1 and 34.
A random number between 1 and 34 is 26.
26, folks. Let's see who 26 is. We go down to 26. The lucky winner is Keish. This person right here, Keish. I'm making your name larger. 26, Keish. You are the lucky winner of the Gives a Minute ViewTech full face snorkel mask from Snorkel Mart and Deep Blue Gear of this stream to get there. Well, it's got to happen here first. So if Keish, anybody know Keish? Pigeon Power. So what's this? Pigeon Power, really? Pigeon Power? How's that when someone comes in? How's that form of Pigeon Power? Comes into a stream and then basically just says, "What's going on? Tell me, explain everything." It's like, dude, if you didn't catch the beginning of the stream, should we stop and go back and start all over again for you? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about that, folks, but Pigeon Power, we just did a draw to win a full face snorkel. But if you want to enter the competition, you have to do that by going across to my YouTube channel and watching the vlog, which explains how to enter. Buffering and picture quality is getting worse for me. Okay, well, like I said, I don't know what to say here. I'm doing the exact same thing. There's been no change except that it's been this whole stream has been red on Wirecast. It's gone from red with a line through the circle, and it's no different to the way it's been going for me the whole time. It doesn't look good, but it's still playing. So I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody else out there streaming through Wirecast to restream? Why does Wirecast show me a red signal? I don't understand that. Is there a reason for it being worse than normal? No reason. You know the reason? Internet in Australia is shithouse. I'm streaming on a 4G connection. Half an hour before the stream, I do a speed test, 40 megabits a second up. 5 minutes before the beginning of the stream, I do a speed test to confirm it wouldn't get further than 2 megabits up. I did multiple speed tests using TestMyNet. I did speedtest.org. I reset the modem. I reset to factory settings. I've no idea why this happens. There is a Live View Solo. Now, what is Live View Solo? Let us get it up on the screen here. Let's have a look at this product. I'm going to drag up a web browser here. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I'm going to put you Yahoos over here. Live View Solo. Have you tried wearing a tinfoil hat? That's pretty cool. Look, folks, you know how frustrating this is for me. I stream every day on DLive, and there's not much of an issue there. It seems like the issue is when I stream on a Saturday morning, Wirecast is just buggy as crap to begin with. I'm only persisting with Wirecast here because this is my setup on this iMac, and to reset everything to OBS is a big task. I'm trying to use Restream.io. That's what I'm streaming to right now, because someone suggested if you have issues streaming to YouTube from Wirecast, why don't you go intermissionary between Wirecast, Restream, then that sends it to YouTube. That's what I'm doing right now. For the first time, I'm seeing a green signal in Wirecast. Halla freaking Luya. Benny Crawford, redraw. Folks, did you not hear me when I said the person who won has the whole stream to come in here? I don't know how clear I got to be about that. They've got the whole stream to come in here to claim it. It's only fair. If we don't see Cache, or Cache, if we don't see that person by the end of this stream, we redraw it next week. But they've got the whole time to come into this stream. It's only fair. If you were the winner and you were busy at work and you knew you could only get onto the stream, say the last 10 minutes, and you knew I was going to be live for 84 minutes, and you were that winner, you'd be spitting that we removed that rule and said, oh, well, because everybody said redraw, we redrew. The winner is Cache. The winner has up until the end of this stream to claim that win. Otherwise, we put it back in and we go next week. And if you do want to enter and you haven't entered, I'm not going to be the one promoting it because you got to go to my YouTube channel and watch the review of that mask. I would put a link in here normally, but I don't have it handy. I'm also sweating my ass off trying to do the thing. Folks, let's have a look at LiveView Solo and how this will help my streams. LiveView Solo is the product. I thought you had the rule. Tim, I'm not a Tim. Tim, are you just having a? You're trying to fluster me, aren't you? You know I'm hot. You know the internet's sketchy, and you're trying to fluster me. I thought the rules were that you had to be online at the time of draw. No, you just have to be watching this stream and claim it before the end of the stream. Happy Canadian was live on DLive. Rad Happy Canadian. So folks, this is the product here, LiveView Solo. Now what this is first of all, you cannot bond two 4G signals to make one better, thicker, faster, heavier stream. What you can do, and this is what this product does, is, and I'm gonna sound like I'm contradicting myself here. You cannot bond two 4G connections together to make one thicker, faster, fatter, hardcore bond. What this product does, except the cookies, what this product does is it bonds together two 4G connections to make one thicker, harder, faster, stronger bond. But it has to send that signal somewhere. So this is a hardware device that takes two inputs from two different 4G signals. It stitches them together. Well, it doesn't actually do that. It sends both those signals to a server. At that server level, it continues to take both of those signals into its own little ingest, and then it bumps that to wherever you specify. In this case, it'd be to YouTube, and other days it'd be. In this case, my 4G connection with Optus arguably isn't the greatest it could be. Now, if I had a secondary service such as Telstra, which are the two big players in this town, in this country, both of those signals would be sending. So this one would be going up to the LiveView Solo server. The Optus one, it'd be a little bit jittery, a little bit jagged. The Telstra one would be going up at the same time. That could be a better connection, a stronger connection. Who knows? We don't really know. Arguably, Telstra has the monopoly on it because they own most of the infrastructure. But Optus, I get better speeds here than anybody. Any of my friends that come down to Culbara Beach with Telstra, they're like, this is shithouse. That's not the case all over the country, but certainly here. So both of these signals are playing off themselves, sending this stream up to the LiveView Solo server. LiveView Solo continues to manipulate and take the best of each, bumping out one thicker, harder, faster, fatter, more bonded stream to the YouTube server. So what does that mean for me? Well, a couple of things. I've first of all got to buy the hardware, the LiveView Solo. So that's an outlay of about close to $2,000 Australian, about 1,700 Australian dollars, close to $2,000 Australian. Then you've got to pay for a yearly subscription to their service. So don't forget, this has to go somewhere. It's no good just sending it up. It's got to go to somewhere. So you pay a yearly subscription fee to LiveView Solo. It's called, what's their service called? It's called something, I can't recall what it's called. Transcoding service, something, LSU or something, LRT, Live Recode Transcript, something like that. That is $800 a year. $800 a year. On top of that, I have to buy the Telstra service. So I've got a 4G connection here with Optus, which I pay monthly for. I pay about $90 a month. I've got to double that basically for a Telstra service. So I'm looking at an outlay of about, well, up front, I'm looking at an outlay of at least $3,000. Now, I don't have that money right now. What I do have, I have a DLive channel. I have a DLive Live, which I've got super chats and whatnot here. But over there is a donation in the form of lemons. Now, lemons work out to an actual currency if you deep into that right now, because A, it's too complex to deliver to YouTube, and B, it's just recently been announced that there's a huge change to the Lino stake in the form of BitTorrent. BTT, so that's going to all disappear. So there's no point discussing it. But my Lino steak and my lemon, when you convert them back to currency, I do have enough to buy this thing and get it going. And in my mind, the way I've justified it is to have both services running here while I'm streaming to anywhere, right? If I'm streaming to my YouTube stream on the weekend, it's going to go through LiveView Solo. If I'm streaming to DLive throughout the week, it's going to go through LiveView Solo. If I'm streaming to... Now that's a good...
Steak?
Money's too tight for steak.
Steak?
Ford Tech. Grinning face with big eyes.
Thanks, Benny. Thank you so much, man. This does make a difference. Let me be clear. This makes a difference. I appreciate that. And also, how long did that notification take to come through? Wow. Appreciate you, Benny. Thank you very much. So what I was gonna say is that we've been waiting here for the NBN, right? The National Broadband Network, the internet that's gonna revolutionize the country. They're talking about how this is going to be so great for the country. It's going to be garbage what they're going to deliver to this town, fiber to the node. I was initially thinking about getting a service there. Now that would just help me in these streams because technically I could have the landline for the NBN for the incoming and my outgoing would be this 4G or the other way around, whichever I chose. But that'd be another cost of about $100. I should just buy the Telstra 4G service, cough up the cash for the LiveView Solo, and bond those two together using this yearly service. And therefore, even here, I know I'm going to have a legit connection. And then that's going to work on the road for all my IRL content. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to wait just for a couple of things to happen. Now, I mentioned on DLive there's some big changes going down on DLive, one of them being the change to the BitTorrent blockchain. That's all happening on the 15th, or we'll know for sure on the 15th of January what that means for Lino steak and lemons. Now, I do have a little bit of inside info because I had a private one-on-one phone conversation or a Zoom conversation with Charles Wayne about this issue. I expressed some concern on DLive as to these changes. I didn't necessarily agree with the changes, and I'd made a stream where I expressed that. Charles Wayne offered to say, dude, I understand you're upset. Can I talk to you about it? Can we have a discussion, and can I walk you through, first of all, why this has happened, and can I walk you through how this is going to be better for everybody, and can I walk you through what's going to happen on the 15th? Now, I want to be clear about this. This conversation was a private conversation. I'm not at liberty to express what was mentioned. All I can say is everything's going to be fine. If you're like me, just hold your horses until the 15th. And at the 15th, we will all know what's good. What's good. My Eunice! Wow! Lemon ice cream and a diamond. That's pretty cool. That was a lot of walking. Must be fit, Tim. Happy Canadian says, what someone else's name was drawn for the mask that didn't have my name? Yeah, Mindy. And that's, I gotta say, Charles Wayne, he is a genuine soul, right? I didn't ask him for that. He said, dude, can we have a private chat? And when we began the chat, I said, dude, I want you to know how much I appreciate you giving me your time. And I was saying, dude, this is a two-way street. It's a two-way street right now with only you and me driving on the road, but this is a two-way street. You've offered me your time. And he was sick as a dog too. Like he was coughing and spluttering, and he's had a cold, and he's not in a good way, but he knows that the content creators maketh the platform. And he wanted to do what he could do to validate me and to make me feel assured that we are still good to go. And he did. And also, I'm not the only one. Like, I don't want to sort of make this thing, Gives a Minute had a direct line with Charles. That's not the case. He said, I'm doing this with, my staff are doing this with all the streamers that we want to make sure are good. And there's a lot of discontent on DLive right now. A lot of big names have left the platform. I mentioned a while ago that the golden era, by the way, folks, I've seen a green signal here for some time now. So whatever that crap was at the beginning of the stream, I think the Live View Solo, I'm hoping the Live View Solo fixes it. By the way, just quickly, how rad is it that at this point, whilst the water comes pouring off my freaking head, at this point in time, in life, when I want to continue with these live streams, I don't have the cash to just go out and buy this crap. But because of the communities, both here on YouTube and on DLive, I now have the cash in form of donations to go ahead and do this. And what's it ultimately for? To create more content, right? To create more live streams, to not only fix this live stream, this land-based internet live stream, this sit-down stream, but also to do the IRL stuff, which is what this thing exactly will do. I'm really excited by having this community, by doing this full-time and having you guys back me in the form of anybody that's done a lemon, a diamond, a ninja guinea, a ninjet, all of the stuff that's come through on DLive is filtering in to be able to afford this guy. For me to buy this is because of you people. You guys have helped me to get here to do this. Without you, without the donations, I would not be able to do this. I would not be able. Look at that. It sits on top of. Oh, there's a couple of technical issues I got to sort of decipher as well. There's one technical issue that I think I'm gonna really easily overcome. So on my stream, right, I'm gonna use OBS for live streams. On the stream, so my laptop's sitting there, right? OBS needs an internet connection to trigger the notification noises and the chat overlays. If I'm using the Live View Solo as the outgoing internet, and I've got two dongles, one of them being my Optus and one of them being my Telstra 4G connection going into that machine, can I then use my Optus, or whichever one's the strongest, on a Wi-Fi signal and send that Wi-Fi signal to my laptop to also receive notification noises? Otherwise, my laptop's going to be a dumb client, not connected to the internet, and therefore none of the notification noises will work. All the overlays and all the OBS scenes and whatnot will work, but we won't get any updates. So that's a little technical issue that I got to sort of work on. Obviously, the Optus and the Telstra broadband modem will be hardwired into the Live View Solo. You've seen how that looks. If we go back over here, you've seen how this looks. Where was that? Yeah, here. So basically, you see it in this image right here. You see this is one of the. You can't quite see it. This is a modem. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll make this bigger. Let's go over here. Let's go there. So what you've got here is two mobile broadband routers hardwired in. There's a hardwire there. Hang on, where's my mouse? You've got two broadband modems here. There's a hardwire going in here. There's a hardwire going around the back. That means that these two, one of them would be my Optus, one of them will be my Telstra, and one of them, this one maybe, would be sending out a signal also to my OBS on the Wi-Fi. And that's how I think, I don't know for a fact, but I think that's how I'll be able to still get internet into the device. Hey, by the way, look, my chat's frozen there again. Awesome. That's great, isn't it? How that happens on Wirecast. No reason for it, but it's got the little blue arrow. That's never a good thing. Maybe we'll get off that screen, go back to here. Happy Canadian, the donations on DLive are so awesome. Not even expecting it, which makes creating on the platform much more fun. Yeah, I agree. And I mean, my thing has always been to do this full time, to make content full time. Now, you can't ask for donations. You can't say, dudes, can you donate because I'm going to do this full time? That's not how you do it. You got to just bite the bullet and go for it. And I've bit the bullet, and I've gone ahead and tried to deliver the content as best as I could. I had to upgrade to this machine. The MacBook Pro wasn't powerful enough previously. I've done that. I did that by the Amazon affiliate links. And now we've kind of encountered the first major, I don't want to use the word hiccup, but the first major roadblock to live streaming IRL style, and that is a bonded internet connection. but as you've seen, there is a remedy for that, and we've got that, and I can go ahead and buy it after the 15th. And by the way, after the 15th, there's also a 2-week wait. There's a 2-week window, so DLive only pay out twice a month, 15th and the beginning of the month. So once the 15th has come, we'll get this new information from Charles about what the merge to BitTorrent and the BTT token and the BitTorrent blockchain actually means. And at that point, I'll be able to decide, am I going to cash out all of my Lemon and all of my Lino stake, or am I just going to cash out my Lemon and keep the Lino stake locked in? It'll be converted to BitTorrent stake at that point. BitTorrent stake. If you don't know what I'm talking about, is my chat going to work? If you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, go over to DLive and have a look. My chat's not going to work. Interesting. Great. Oh, what did I do to resolve that before? I went over here, didn't I? I went into the YT chat. That's right. I took it out of here. I put in Google. That's right. This is how we rectified this before. I put Google in there. So Google will come up. Then I went off the scene. That's right. This is how I rectified it. Then I went back in and punched back in the chat. And I think that rectified it, if I remember correctly. Nope. Didn't work this time. Oh, wait a sec. That's still on shutdown while not live. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's go back to Google here. Look, you know me, folks. I'm super excited to see if this is the remedy that I need. If this LiveU Solo and a 4G Telstra and a 4G Optus connection is what I need to get things working. Okay, so there you go. That's the best I can do with the chat. Did it work? No, it did not. Did not work. Interesting. Benny, are we at the 10-minute limit for a redraw? Benny? What 10-minute redraw? Look at that chat sitting there stalled out, hasn't it? Let's just get off there. Chat's not working, folks, so we're going to have to put up with just my hideous head in all its sweaty glory. Look at this hideousness. Oh, my goodness. Folks, if you want to come on for a chit-chat, do you want to jump into the Discord? I've got a Discord. I've got a chat invite in the chat right now. If you want to jump in and have a conversation with me, you're welcome to. I'd love to talk to you guys. This is about you guys as much as me. We're looking for Keish, folks. Anybody know Keish? Or 5 liters became a giver over on YouTube right here for subscribing. Thanks, 5 liters. Appreciate you, man. BG Crafter in the chit chat. G'day, BG Crafter. Happy Canadian says, I've been wanting to look at what BitTorrent is and how it works in Canada. Yeah, well, okay. I gotta plead ignorance here. I don't know too much about BitTorrent. As far as I was aware, it's used mainly to deliver big... Baker Wolf also just became a giver by subscribing. Hey, Baker Wolf 2005, thanks for subscribing, Baker Wolf. Good to have you. As far as I was aware, BitTorrent is a client and also a business. So BitTorrent LLC is the business. The client and the protocol known as BitTorrent is how you deliver massive data, like big packets of data, using peer-to-peer technology. So not only do I host the data, other people host fragments of the data. So it's not a centralized storage place. Like, let's say you wanted to give this glass to 12 different people. Well, back in the old days, you would have to upload this somewhere and then the 12 people could grab it from that space. Instead, what BitTorrent does is it splits this up into little packets and gives it out to multiple hosts, and they seed this out. And the receiver takes the fragments of those pieces from everywhere and punches it together at the back end and makes the glass again. How that's going to roll out for live streaming, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work at all. And uTorrent, it's the same. That's right, BG Crafter. uTorrent is a client, and BitTorrent, the business BitTorrent, have two software platforms, BitTorrent and uTorrent. And already on the Android versions of those apps, you can already see DLive integrated into that. Like I said, I don't know how that's going to actually work. I don't really understand it. All I know is, see if the chat's working now. No. Very interesting that it just doesn't want to update. Very, very strange. All I know is that at this point, they're saying a lot of new crew are going to be coming across because of this BitTorrent merger. Now, I would say I don't know factually if that's going to be 100% accurate. Not everybody that sees the DLive icon in their client is going to necessarily click the icon. And even if they do, does that mean they're going to come directly to a stream, or does that mean they're going to go onto the DLive homepage and then have to keep clicking? Like if I was using BitTorrent to find glass, right? If I was going to use this to find glass, you would then you would go there to look for glass, but you wouldn't go looking for a live stream, would you? I don't know, unless you were sideswiped and you went somehow, I don't know. Mindy, I couldn't call in with Discord. You couldn't call into Discord. I'm going to jump into Discord as well. I beg your pardon, folks. I've pumped the Discord and I'm not even in it myself. So I'll get in there as well right now. What about the blue arrow on the bottom of the chat? That's the strangest thing, Mindy. That blue arrow, it's not an arrow I can click. Like, I can't click that arrow. It's so strange. I'm just going to jump in to make sure I'm in that call-in line. Okay, I'm in the call-in line now. Mindy, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to show you what that is. If we go to the chat here. Okay, that's interesting. It's now gone. That blue arrow's gone. That means the chat is now working. And I am in the Gives a Minute YT call-in line. If you are on Discord, jump in there if you want to have a chat. But yeah, that blue arrow is not a clickable arrow. It's a very weird arrow. I don't know if it's a YouTube arrow or if it's a Wirecast arrow. Ultimately, though, I want to remove Wirecast entirely from my stream. I see you in there, Mindy. I see you in there. You've got no microphone signal. You've got no microphone in your handle. It says you're muted. Now you're not. Hang on, Mindy. That might have been me. Holy shit, Mindy, are you there?
Oh, can you hear me?
I got you there. That was my bad, Mindy.
Okay.
That was my bad. Can you believe that? We got Mindy and myself in the chit chat. How you going, Mindy?
I'm doing great.
Good to hear from you. Can everybody hear Mindy in the chat? Please let us know if you can hear Mindy. By the way, you sound great, Mindy. Have you got a new microphone or something?
No, it's just the earbuds that come with my iPad.
Oh wow, sounds really clean. Really clean.
Good.
Tim,
why don't you have air conditioning?
Good question. In Australia, arguably we don't need it. We only need it here for keeping things cool. We don't need it for keeping things warm, because it doesn't get that cold in Australia. But this time of the year when it's so there's two things at play. There's hot temperature, obviously, and there's humidity. But also sitting in front of me here is a massive amount of heat generating tech. So I've got radiant heat coming off my iMac, radiant heat coming off my
right, all those monitors.
Yeah. So there's a lot at play here, and it would cost a lot to run. AC.
It is very expensive.
Yeah, and I'd rather put that money into live streaming. Let me be clear. How are you, Mindy? How was your New Year's?
Oh, it was great. I didn't stay up till midnight, but I had a good time, though.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I didn't stay up to midnight either.
Yeah, I was just too tired. And then my mom's birthday was the 1st, so we had a party then.
Oh, your mum's birthday's the 1st of January? Holy moly.
Yep, she's a New Year's baby.
Wow. Hey, let me ask you about your thoughts on this DLive merger to the BitTorrent protocol. Does that make any sense to you at all, or?
Well, I understand it, but I'm not very well versed on that side of tech.
Sure.
I don't really.
Sure. What do you? What's your previous experience with the BitTorrent software? Have you ever used BitTorrent?
No, I've never used it.
Okay. Had you heard of it before now?
Nope, I never heard about it until you were talking about it. Last week sometime, I think, and I understand, as far as online monetization of, the different online businesses, but I don't really, understand why they call the dollars different things.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. Benny, Happy Canadian says, what about a fan? Well, I've got plenty of fans in the chat right now. I mean, a fan.
very true.
A fan would work, I suppose. I mean, arguably, you can't really have wind blowing onto the microphone, but if I angled it correctly, I maybe could have a fan kind of blowing up from the up down on me. I don't know. I mean, I could look into that. It kills me that there's these issues like this jumping from the BitTorrent conversation back to the live stream. When I did my test this morning, I literally sat here as I am right now, and I turned on my